speak with authority, speak with confidence. You're here to do something important. You're here to help people. So freaking act like it. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex. If you don't already know me, I am a real estate investor. I want to make these videos to share with you the things I'm learning and the challenges I'm overcoming. Hopefully, you can use this information to accelerate your own journey. Today, I want to talk about something near and dear to my heart, which is cold calling. So there's a couple reasons why I do love cold calling. The first is it's how I got started. So basically just picking up the phone and getting to it, which I love. You can just grind out. It's such a low barrier to entry. Anyone with a little bit of time and a phone can make this happen. So that's definitely the first reason. Second reason that I like it a lot is it's just a direct line of contact to the homeowner. Like pretty much every other form of marketing has the goal of getting the owner on the phone, right? So whether that's text blasting, email marketing, direct mail, pay per click, any of those, the goal for those is to get on the phone with the seller. This one, especially if you're the one cold calling, it's just directly to the to the homeowner. You can then start building that trust, building that rapport, and building that personal connection. Third reason I love it is the idea that your work works on you more than you work on it. So as you're doing these cold calls, as you're putting in these reps, you're building all these skills and these character traits that are freaking awesome, right? So you're learning the skill of sales, you're learning real estate acquisitions, you're learning how to talk to sellers, and all that is really, they're truly high leverage skills and things you can use to make tons of money in the future. So that's another ginormous benefit. If I were to start all over, you just need a couple of tools here. It's really simple. The first, if I could do it over again, I would start with something where I could easily record my conversations. Free ones would be like Google Voice is a great one. Maybe even on your phone, if you had like a screen record button, that would probably work fine. If you had money and wanted to use a dialer, that's fine. Those record your calls as well. With the goal of just being able to re-listen to your calls, do call calibrations, track your progress and your improvement, because that is really going to accelerate your journey as well. The greatest athletes watch game tape, so you should definitely be listening to your own calls too. Second tool you need, just some way of keeping notes when you talk to these people. So whether that's a CRM, if it's literally just like a couple of notebooks, if it's just a thing in Google Sheets, just something to write down what you talked about and everything, because you're going to be talking to a lot of people. You're definitely not going to remember everyone's situation and all these notes, so just need something to record this information here. Third thing you're going to need is just a basic script, and don't get too caught up in this for sure. So in my eyes, at least, a good script is kind of like an intro, and then the rest of the conversation is like a framework, right? Because every conversation is going to be so different. Every person's situation, every person's personality is going to be so different that one script is going to be, you're going to sound so robotic if you're just trying to stick to a script. The only real portion that's going to be consistent is that first couple sentences or that intro. So I think a script is very helpful there. So definitely get that intro, and then from there, the framework of the conversation, what you're trying to accomplish. So usually what we talk about is the 4 pillars, right? So you're going to need, to every single deal, you're going to need this information: condition, timeline, motivation, price. So just in your script, maybe have those 4 bullet points, have an intro, and then maybe some common objections and stuff like that, just so you're ready for those. That would be good. So that's mainly what you're going to need out of a script. There's a billion of them on the internet if you just look up that. I have some as well. If you guys want to use mine, definitely just let me know and I can supply. Okay, so you've got the tools. Now you're actually making the calls. You're on the call with a seller. What are you trying to accomplish? This is something I see a lot of newer investors struggle with for sure. They're not sure where to take the call, not sure of like what to say next, not really sure what the purpose of the call is. So that comes back to just having that framework, right? So you want to know condition, timeline, motivation, price. And if I were you, I would have those 4 things written down, and just some open-ended questions surrounding those. Your goal here is to build that trust, relationship, rapport, get information. The best way to do that is open-ended questions, be an active listener, Really just try your best to connect with that human, just a human to human connection. Just don't overthink it too much. It's just a conversation. So get that information, build that trust and that rapport. And then the last thing you want to do on the call is set yourself up for the next call. So the least awkward way to do this is to just always give homework. The best way to do it is to give them homework. Like if you're talking about maybe a terms call, good homework on the next one would be like, yeah, you're the bank in this situation. We really have to start with what works for you. Give them homework to come up with what terms would make sense for them, what terms would get them excited about doing this seller finance or subject to deal. That's a great one. If you need to, you can give yourself homework too, being like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. I need to talk to my lender. I need to talk to my underwriter. I need to do X, Y, Z, right? So just set yourself up for the next call. Get a time, confirm that time, get double, triple commitment on that time. Let them know you're busy. Let them know like this isn't something you just like are gonna brush off and ignore me on, right? So that's really the three things you're gonna do on that call. You're gonna get that information, the 4 pillars: condition, timeline, motivation, price. You're gonna build trust, make a human connection, get information, just have a conversation. And the third thing you're gonna do is set yourself up for the follow-up call. Okay, so now you are making cold calls, right? A couple of things that you're going to need for mindset shifts that are going to make you much more successful, right? The first one is definitely just overcoming that fear of rejection. So not everyone's going to struggle with this, but definitely most people are. I know at least when I first started cold calling, I was so terrified that people were actually going to answer. Like I'm listening to the phone ring, just like praying I'm going to hear the voicemail, right? So I didn't actually have to talk to somebody. That'll definitely pass. You just have to get over that. It takes time, it takes reps, and just the understanding that not everybody's going to need your help, but that's okay. Get them off your phone. Find somebody who does need your help. So when you're thinking about this, you don't want to have the mindset of like, oh, I'm calling these people, I'm inconveniencing them, like scrap all that for sure. You're here to do something important. You are here to help people. You are sorting through people. Do not say things that are going to lower your status. Don't appear less than, right? You're important. Talk with confidence. That's my biggest piece of advice I can give you. Don't have this mindset of, oh, like I'm so sorry, I'm such an inconvenience. That's gonna beat yourself up. It's gonna make you much more apt to get yelled at and hung up on. It's gonna be brutal for you, and it's true, right? You are here to help people, so act like it, right? All right, so overcoming challenges and improving your cold calling skills. I would say one of the biggest challenges you're definitely going to face too is persistency and consistency. So you're definitely going to want to time block this. Put it in your calendar, make it an ongoing thing. Do not just do it like sporadically, like when you have time, like that's nonsense. You know damn well that's going to last for like 2 days, right? Put this in your calendar. It's got to be an ongoing thing. It's got to be every single day, or at least consistently. Maybe not every single day, but you have to do it consistently. This lead generation thing you do for real estate is a faucet that you never turn off, ever, ever, ever. No matter what else is going on in your business, you always have to keep that lead generation coming. So like I said, put it in your calendar. Another important thing to do is track KPIs. So like let's say you block out 6 hours of call this day. Track your KPIs. Track how many people you called or how many dials you made, how many people actually picked up during that time. Out of that, people that picked up, how many raised their hand and said, yeah, I would sell my property. And then just continue to track those KPIs because those are going to be extremely important. One for your own like self-development, saying like, oh, awesome, this time I got out of the 10 people that I got connected with, this time 5 said, yeah, they'd be open. So it's good to see that. And also once you get further down the line in business, it's very useful information. So in conclusion, it's pretty simple in terms of the actions, right? Action steps are get a phone, get a list, and start dialing, right? So not a ton to it, honestly, on the physical action side, but there is something to it there on the mental side. And that is going to be, honestly, one of the biggest benefits of you doing this is overcoming that little mindset shift. And it's going to have a ginormous impact on your whole life, honestly. So do the thing, be confident on the phone. That's another key takeaway. speak with authority, speak with confidence. You're here to do something important. You're here to help people, so freaking act like it. And then be consistent. This is going to be something that's you're probably going to get punched in the face a lot on the phone. Definitely. It's going to deter you. Time block it out. Keep doing it. Keep being consistent. Keep making it happen. You will see results if you just keep doing it. And then from there, basically, now you got your phone, you got your list, you're confident, you're consistent, you're going to do deals from that. I do recognize probably 90% of you watching this video are not going to do those things. You're not going to take action. But for the 10% of action takers that are watching this video, shoot me a message, leave a comment, do whatever you want to do. I'll hit you with my script. I'll give you some free data to call, and then we can definitely do some deals together. So. Also, if you're looking to get your own list, I do have a video on that. I will put that on the end screen. And then from there, yeah, make sure to let me know what else you guys are looking to see and what you took away from this video. So, catch you on the next one.